Hello there, it's Wednesday the 15th of June 2016. I must just do... today is the day, boys and... Oh no, I'll slave that. You're wondering what that is now, aren't you? You see how I hooked you in? Hooked like a poor fish, dear. Please stop fishing. It can't be very nice to have a great big metal hook in your mouth. Go and try it yourself. Go down to the local butcher's and borrow a meat hook and hang yourself up for 10 minutes like that from your lip. Not pleasant, dear, not pleasant. Oh, they can't feel anything. No, that's what you believe. That's what you believe, you naughty fisher people. Now, so we'll do a couple of messages first from people. Chris Lotz wrote in actually a few days ago on Sunday. I missed this. He said, just for your American viewers, of which there are many, many millions of American viewers watching this programme, boys and girls. Yes, they are. Not only do they watch this programme, but Tim Hadley, who has a bar come restaurant in New York City, i.e. Manhattan, for those of you that are thick enough not to know that New York City is Manhattan, yes indeed, has a bar restaurant there and plays live karaoke streams there. Oh yes, and they enjoy it very much. Yes, they particularly enjoy the great Mary from Ireland, who is English. She told me that a few weeks ago. She's from Ireland, but I don't know how it works either. No idea at all. But they watch our shows there. Isn't that fantastic? Thank you, Tim, for continuing to spread this programme like a virus. Like a virus throughout the world. It really is wonderful. And Chris writes, just for your American viewers, when you talked about chips in your last video, were you referring to potato chips or French fries? I was indeed referring to potato chips. We were talking about Ed's Diner. Do you remember I told you Ed's ED Diner, where I have enjoyed meals for many, many years. I like the setup, I like the food, the staff are nice without being too overpowering. Do you know what I mean? You know when you go in TGI Fridays, and I like the stuff in there as well. TGI Fridays, everything all right with food? Everything all right with food? Go away, woman dear. We're trying to eat our bloody dinner. Okay, everything all right with food? Another few, everything all right with food? Oh, no. I mean, is it for the tip? If so, I'll gladly give them a tenner to piss off and leave me to eat in peace. God's sake. Well, they don't do that in Mr. Ed's. It's much more relaxed. And I like it. But if you saw the show, I think it might be about 2 weeks, it was either last week or the week before, you will know that I've noticed they've changed the food. The chips, the potato chips. Oh, hang on, what do you call them? Yes, no, French fries. They're French fries. Sorry, Chris, I was referring to French fries. I know what you mean now. Potato chips in America are crisps. Out of the bag, you know, although they don't do cheese and onion. Oh, no. Not in America, dear. It's sour cream and chives. That's their cheese and onion. Don't taste anything like it. Oh, it's vile. Vile, dear, vile. In fact, once I had to send, I think it was Matt Martins in Canada, who asked for a box or a packet of Walker's cheese and onion crisps, which I gladly sent over to him. Because they couldn't, I think it was Matt. Can't remember now. Anyway, they don't do cheese and onion crisps in America. When I go, I practically starve. Oh, I don't eat them anymore. I stopped eating crisps. It's quite easy. After you get out of the habit, I think, of eating stuff like crisps and bread, I've knocked both of those out, then it does become relatively easier. Anyway, back to this. So I said to you about Mr. Ed's Diner, and they've changed the food in there. The French fries are no longer lovely and thick and at least look like they're home cut. I think they made them there. They look like they come out of a big plastic bag. The bun, the bread roll is different. And I think the veggie burger was different as well. It was I can't remember what it was now. But it was a veggie burger of some sort, and it's all changed. The only thing they haven't touched is the milkshakes, which are still delicious as ever. Anyway, I sent them a message from their website, and I also put a post on their Facebook wall. Nothing. Not a reply, nothing at all. So very, very disappointed there with Ed's Diner. All that money you've had out with me, but no list. It's okay, won't go anymore. Fine, Won't go anymore. You could at least bother replying to the message I made. It's rude. Rude. That's what it is. Rude not to reply to things. So thank you very much. So that's what we were referring to. French fries. And he says, American words, dear. American words. I do apologise, Chris. I really do. And Chris has also sent another message in last night. 2 messages within the space of a few days. I am honoured. I am very, very honoured, Chris. And he says, I have to say, I'm somewhat disappointed. Can't bear people to be disappointed with this worldwide television broadcast. I cannot. Do you know, more people are watching this now than watched the Queen on Christmas Day. It's true. It is true. And I'm not happy with that because I'm a great supporter of the Queen, as you know. Please watch the Queen on Christmas Day. Go and do it. Put it in your diary now so you don't forget. Plenty of advance warning. Chris says, I have to say I'm somewhat disappointed that you didn't have some grand hoopla on your show about who you've given your extra Barry Manilow ticket to. 1, 2. 1 is extra. This one doesn't have a little bum on its seat yet. I say little. I'll come to that in a minute. I thought for sure we'd hear weeks of build-up, possibly even some sort of on-air contest or death match between 2 of your friends. Okay, fight to the death, the winner gets the Manilow ticket. I like that. If only you suggested that earlier, I would gladly have selected 2 people to fight to the death, and it would have been broadcast on this programme. United Kingdom Talk exclusively, boys and girls, hosted by myself, Chris Reid. Death match between 2 of your friends to determine who gets to attend the concert with you. Did you actually have issues finding someone who wanted the ticket? Sort of. Sort of. I'll come to it in a minute. Because it's funny you should send this today. It really is. I'll come to that in a minute. Also, I heard the delay in the concert glow sticks arriving to the concert was actually caused by a group of radicals. Radical Neil Diamond fans. How did you hear that? What newspaper did you read? Are you making all this up, dear? Or have you seen that in a hard-hitting newspaper like the Daily Star? Or the Sun? Or the Daily Let's Swing Right the Way to the Left Mirror? God, so, do you know, we used to read the Daily Mirror all the time. I read it now and I just, it's just awful. Anyway, did you actually have to find someone? Also, I hear, sorry, I've read that back, didn't I? Well, I have to go to the toilet now and get to work. What? Why are you telling me your bathroom antics? Have a great rest of your day. From Chris in the US of A. So, the Barry Manilow tickets. More on that in a moment, boys and girls. Oh, it's so exciting. It's so exciting. It really is. Talking of Barry Manilow, I'm kind of waiting for a... Hang on, is that it there? Has it come in yet? No. I was kind of waiting for a reply from someone, but I think they're out. Oh, hang on. We might have this here. Ba 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 ba. No, it's not there yet. Oh, just a minute. Okay. No, it's not come yet. Anyway, so I've got to tell you, I had a news, boys and girls, about the Barry Manilow concert in Glasgow last night, and it would seem that there were quite a few members in the audience who were misbehaving. And I don't understand that. And I've seen this before. Apparently they were laughing and speaking loudly while the show was on. And, you know, it's just unbelievable. Not just at a Barry Manilow concert, but any other concert or something like that. One of the jobs I do is to put acts on a stage. So I do a little bit of DJing. I only do this on Thursday and every other Saturday. The rest of the time I do karaoke now on quiz nights. But what used to happen is that I would put an artist on the stage, singer, drag queen, something like that, okay? And they would do their show, and people would watch the show, and maybe there'd be a little bit of banter between them and the audience, depending on the type of act, and that's how it would work. Everyone would pay attention. Nowadays, I put artists on the stage, and it's almost like there's no one there. It really is. People are rude and they speak loudly. Sometimes I've had people walk across the stage to get to the toilet. They just don't get it. Whatever happened to politeness? I just don't understand it. And this is a similar thing is apparently what happened with some of the audience members at the Barry Manilow concert last night in Glasgow. And quite a few people were upset by this. They really were. Now, I was looking up there, but the person who put the post on there about the goings-on has taken it down as people were getting quite upset. But for God's sake, you know, if you don't want to go, if you don't want to sit there and pay attention, then don't bloody well go and upset for everyone else. You know, and you know what would happen if you said something to them. I've paid for my ticket. I can do what I want. One of those people, you know. It's my right, you know. That just people are so rude now and impolite when there's something going on. You don't think, you know, people on the stage, whether it's Barry or anyone else, you know, you don't think they just turn up and do it. You know, hours of work and preparation and putting out, not for you. Just sit there somewhere in the audience and talk all the way through it and be rude. Really is the height of rudeness. I did get a little message back, which I'll read out for you. I won't read the name of the person because I'm not sure that they want to be identified. But they wrote back to me. I spoke to people last night after the show. It was just in my block where I was sitting, apparently. I was in front centre. And with the walkway, because there was a walkway, they'd taken that off. The walkway being taken out, the tickets had been sold to non-Barry Manilow fans. So, which is okay, I suppose. You know, I mean, you might not be a Manilow fan, but you might say, oh, let's go and see that show today. That's okay, you know. But most of them around us talked all the way through the show, laughing. One woman was even laughing at Barry, drunk, not listening, not interested. That's funny you should say that about drunk, right? Because when I was at the O2, now where I was sitting on this one, I think I was second or third row back a couple of years ago. That was, yes, I'm sure it was at the O2 a couple of years ago. There were people there that were clearly drunk, and they come in with their glass of wine and they're already pissed. Rude. They shouldn't be allowed in. Shouldn't be allowed in. So rude. Ruined the concert for me so much that I ended up in tears. Just awful. Don't know why they were there. Barry knew it too. Concentrated more on the fans to the left and the right. So there we are. You know, Wendy, I must say I don't get so many drunk people. And the other thing is people on their mobile phones. People on their mobile phones all the time when there is an artist on the stage. Not taking pictures or little videos or anything like that. Not doing anything like that. But literally tap, 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 tap. Oh, I'm sick of these people tapping on their bloody phones all the time. Oh, it gets on my nerves. My mate does it, Ronnie. He does it all the time. Every 5 minutes he's tapping. Oh, just got to stand it. Oh, just got to. Just why? Put the bloody phone down for a few minutes. Go on. Force yourselves. Restaurants, bars, walking along. Oblivious to anyone. How many times have you, I wonder, boys and girls, as a driver, had to suddenly stop because some idiot has walked out on the road, headphones on, eyes down at the phone, tap, 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 tap. Rude. That's what it is. Rude. Anyway, so that's the Manilow show last night. I'm so sorry those of you that went and were disappointed. Now, there is a little bit of good news. The glow sticks have turned up, boys and girls. The glow sticks. So if you're going to a Barry concert, I think tonight is in Manchester. Not sure. I think tonight is in Manchester. So if you're going to a Barry concert tonight in Manchester, have a good time there. Now, we'll do some more messages, but hold on, boys and girls. Today, I am going to reveal who the extra Barry Manilow ticket is going to. Okay? Going to reveal that. And just to finish it off, please, if you're going to a show, either go and enjoy it or don't bother. Don't just sit there rudely on your phone all the time. I see it all the time while I'm putting shows on there. All the time. Not karaoke, that's a different thing altogether, you know. Different thing altogether. When someone is an artist and has got like a half hour, 45-minute, hour-long show, for Christ's sake, pay attention or don't come. Don't come. Sit at home in front of your Sky television subscription, tapping away. So we'll find out who's doing that, who's getting the extra Barry Manilow ticket today, boys and girls. Now, some more messages from yesterday's show. I can just find that. And the birthdays. The birthdays are coming up as well. Thank you to Daniel Pippin Andrews. Was his birthday yesterday, wasn't it? Or was it Monday? Can't remember. I think it was yesterday. Who says, thanks for the mention. I don't remember saying that you were not a good karaoke host. Are you sure it was me? Daniel, I do not forget little things like there's little snippets of information that are stored in my brain. There was another bloke once. I'm going back here 25 years, and he used to write for one of the gay papers, possibly I think it was QX. And he wrote, someone should tell that DJ to shut his mouth. He's not funny at all. Well, here we are, mate. 30 years later. What are you doing? Thank you very much. Yes, indeed. No, Daniel, but you weren't nasty like that. All you said, Chris, you know how much I like you. I remember it. You were in a black cap. You know how much I like you. You said to me, you're a blooming good DJ, but I don't think, but you're not very good at karaoke because and it was the way it was being done. I remember how it was being done. What we were doing, at the request of the manager at the time, because I didn't want to do it like this, we were doing 2 karaoke songs, then we play a song, as in DJ, for one song. Then we do another 2 karaoke songs, and then we'd play a song. And I didn't want to do it like that, but the manager at the time did. I can't actually remember who it was. He said, too much karaoke, and I've had this before, actually. In other places, the people don't like too much karaoke. Well, that's why you're there, isn't it? To enjoy the karaoke. So you were quite right in what you said. But I just remembered that little thing, and I wanted to jog your memory, darling, so that you could remember the hurt that I felt. The hurt that I felt. Actually, you know, doing the jobs we do, we mustn't allow ourselves to be hurt like that. We mustn't allow ourselves to be affected by people who, again, don't pay attention to what you're doing. If you, and you can always tell them, there's always going to be someone there, and you look at them, you might have talked to them, and you realise they actually hate you. Do not play to those people. Do not try and win them over, because you never will. They have decided that they don't like what you do or who you are or something like that. It's completely and utterly pointless trying to win them over. So I just ignore them then. As soon as I realise, I completely ignore them, and then they're not a problem anymore. So that's it. Thank you, Daniel, for your little message there, darling. And yes, you were quite right, actually. The way it was being done was not good. Karaoke night should be karaoke. It's like when sometimes people in the middle of a karaoke night say, well, can you play us a couple of songs so we can dance? Not really, no, because it's a karaoke night and you'll upset everyone else in here who's here for the karaoke. Yeah, but I want to dance. Yeah, but there's one of you and 25 of them. I'm afraid, no, it's a karaoke night. We have a DJ here on Thursday, Friday, so whatever, you know. Thank you, Daniel. Ross says, thank you for my mention. I'm famous. No, Ross, I'm afraid you're not famous. Not as famous as me, darling. Okay, my love. Wendy says, let's put the droopy collar on your shirts down to the weight loss. Thank you, Wendy. Yes, you don't have a double chin anymore to hold it up. Look, that's what it is. Yeah. And yet, isn't it funny? Your best mate, Ronnie, is still going on about double chins and things like that. We were in the swimming pool changing room the other day, and he says, all your weight is round your waist and here. Rude, dear. Another rude one. Ray Reynolds says, is that lovely shirt half a size too big? The last one, possibly, Ray. There was a bee on the keyhole of the front door when I came in today. I had to remove him carefully with a cane from the garden and put him up on a geranium in the window box. I enjoyed your impression of a beetle whirring side. Woo! That's the beetle. Thank you, Ray. He says, I got back, oh yes, and back in the 50s, one of the early TV jingles for shirts was Ray Al Brook Toplin, the shirt you don't iron. I don't know that one, Ray. I think you're going to have to ring up when we do another live show at some point and do that. And Tommy Flynn mentions, I got the date for the got the days wrong for Central Station Karaoke yesterday. Central Station Karaoke is indeed Monday from 8 p.m. and Friday from 8:30. Although this Monday, my very good friend Ben Parker will be holding the karaoke. Okay. Oh, look at the time. Oh, I wanted to make something of these tickets today. I'm going to do it now. Okay. So over the last few weeks, a few months, I've been kind of trying to work out who to give this other ticket to, listening to people, and you might have heard me say to you something like, do you ever go to concerts or anything like that? I didn't want to give anything away. What I wanted to do is select someone who would be blown away by coming to see a Barry Manilow concert and who had indeed never been seen, or who had been before and perhaps didn't have a very good seat. I did actually message backwards and forwards to a couple of the Manilow girls, believe it or not, asking them if they were coming to London to the O2. Now I'm not going to say who or where, but there might have been you. What I was actually doing was finding if you were coming to the Manilow concert and perhaps didn't have a very good ticket, and I was going to give it to you. But the couple of people I asked are in fact not coming to London, so that was out of the question. And then I spoke to a few other people in person, out and about. Oh, well, do you go to concerts much? And some people said, yeah, well, I've been to so-and-so. But, you know, I said, and do you enjoy concerts? Well, it's all right for a night out. That wasn't good enough for me. I thought, no, well, you would come and you would probably enjoy it, but you wouldn't be blown away. Do you know what I mean? So I thought, no, I can't. And I couldn't find anyone there at all. But there was one person, and other people said, oh, yeah, I like going to concerts. I said, all right, have you ever been to a Manilow concert? Oh, you must be joking. Don't want to go. Oh, right, okay, fine. So that was some more people ruled out like that. It's quite a lot. I would say 20 or 30 people I spoke to like this. But there was one person way back who said to me, I'd like to go to a Barry concert. And his name, and he sings himself actually, he does his own little shows. His name is Adam the Plumber. So last night, I sent him a little message. What are you doing on Thursday the 23rd? He said, what time? I said, day or night? I said, well, day and night. And he says, about what time? I said, around about 4 o'clock. 3 or 4 o'clock, I think I said. He said, yeah, I can be free. Why? I said, well, let me try and sort something and I'll come back to you. So, Adam the Plumber, this ticket is yours. If you want to come with me next Thursday and have a front row seat at the Barry Manilow concert at the O2. That's Thursday, the 23rd. Is it the 23rd? 23rd of June, 2006. Please come with me and meet Wendy and some of the other Manilow girls who probably have seen some of your programmes as well as mine. Okay? Please come with me, if you're free, to the Barry Manilow concert next Thursday. All right, my friend? You're the one who's shown the most interest over the time. I hope you can. All right? So there we go. Adam, the ticket's yours if you want it, mate. Hope you can get to the O2 next week. Now, before the concert, a lot of the girls and Wendy and myself are going out for dinner somewhere in the O2. I can't remember exactly where it is. I think that was 4 o'clock. I'll double check on all that, all right? So if you want to come along to that as well. Oh, look at the time, God's sake. Finally today, I'm going to do the birthdays very, very quickly. I've chatted away a long time today, and happy birthday today to top man Matt Parker. Hello, Matt. All right, sir. He's got a very important job. I won't tell you what it is, but he makes sure you're all being good people. He does. That's what he does. Okay. And he used to come and sing along at Belushi's karaoke in London Bridge. Happy birthday, Matt. Happy birthday to Paul Kemp, Mickey Moose, Sue Hammer. Sue's another Manilow girl. Hello, Sue. All right. And to Alister Wielden. All birthdays today. Here we go. dear Matt, Paul, Mikey, Mikey, Sue and Alister. Happy birthday to you. Okay? I hope Adam gets to see this video. He's away. He's away in La Roma. He's away in Roma, in Italia today. I think he's going to the Vatican. So there we are. Thanks very much, boys and girls. It's Wednesday night, so I'll be hosting not karaoke. I'll be doing a quiz night. Every Wednesday night is quiz night at the King's Head Theatre Bar in Upper Street in Islington. And I have my quiz questions and my pictures already here. Look, it's already here, all ready for tonight. So that's every Wednesday night. Tonight's quiz night at the King's Head Theatre Bar in Islington starts at 8:30 and finishes at 10:30. All right, might see some of you there. Apart from that, have a nice Wednesday. Thanks for watching. Cheerio.